Okay then, agents. So, in the previous video, it was my incursion run. I did say in that I weren't going to talk about the builds too much because they're all subject to change. But this is the build, DPS wise, that I was running and a few of my teammates were running in definitely the first two boss phases and the last boss phase. Okay, so it's just a blue striker build with your contractor's gloves on and the beacon chest piece. The beacon chest piece is a very forgotten about exotic with the buff where when you are close to an ally, you and the ally will receive 30% critical hit damage, 15% skill efficiency and 2% armor regen. What this does not say is that it will stack. So with the team comp that we had going, running the incursion, we had 3 people running beacons and we had 1 person running a tardigrade. So when you're having to do the escort section and the first boss and things, we was moving around as a squad, keeping them buffs active and making up for the lost damage through using a blue striker build. Okay? When you're running it, like, don't panic. You gotta keep together as a squad, keep the beacon buffs active, and that will allow you to move through it quite comfortably. Just don't rush, take your time, focus on the targets that need to be taken down, like the snipers at the beginning, and then when the boss comes out, and just move as a team. Try not to get split up too much, and you will be absolutely fine with it. Alright, so we will showcase the build a little bit this morning. I'll go and run the beginning sections of a legendary DUA. There is only 2 of us this morning, so we can't go and run the incursion, and I'm not about to do that for a video anyway. But at the moment, I'm the only one that has on a beacon. Okay? I'm now stood next to Horizon, and my critical hit damage is at 116. Okay? Horizon does not have on a beacon right now. If Horizon, could you just put on your beacon please, mate? Lovely, thank you very much. And then you go back to my stats, and that has now gone up to 146. Okay, so just to prove that that does stack, when I move away from him, there will be no beacon stack active, because I haven't got an active skill and I'm not near an ally. Okay, so that was 146. I'm now far enough away from him that that buff is no longer going to be active, and my critical hit damage is now at 86. That is just with 2 of us. We managed to get it up to 146. We had 3 people, so it is an additional 90% critical hit damage, another 45% skill efficiency, and that will be 6% armor regen. Okay, so when you're doing your bosses and that sort of thing, when you stick together with the amount of armor that you're running on your builds, 6% armor regen will absolutely keep you alive for the most part. And because you've got somebody running a tardigrade in the team, if your armor does happen to break, you will get a lot of bonus armor, and then by the time that bonus armor is gone, the 6% armor regen has had enough time in order to fully heal you. And if you've got a few people in the team also running Caduceus's, that is another amount of armor regen. And it is all about just moving as a squad. Okay? So we will just show the beginning stages of the legendary. It's kind of the closest that we can do to get to the difficulty of an incursion.
You've got your objective. Don't let
when Horizon's coming. Yeah. So these are non-prototype builds with the exception of my gloves, and that's just solely because I haven't got a normal pair of contractors anymore. But when you go into the incursion, they will just be standardized. Woo!
Agent down.
That armor regen going. little unfortunate Horizon went down there, but the grenade spam is real. Get rid of the Johnny. Come on, poke your head up. Thank you very much. Come over here and help Horizon. Slowly pushing up, but just make sure that you stick together to keep both of them buffs active at all times. Move in together as a team. Yeah, that helicopter are coming. And then because I was running the striker shield, my job was to be in front, so Horizon would be behind me, and we're getting that additional damage to all of these enemies. And because we've now got 2 beacon buffs going, it keeps the shield up for a lot longer than it would be, because the active regen at the moment is only 30%, but with an additional person it's at 45%, so the active regen on it is very strong. That's weird. I've never seen that before. They both came out of the same side. There you go. That armor regen, that's straight back up there because we're sticking close together. There you go. Just moving as a team all of the time, guys. Alright, that is the biggest part of this. 10 meters doesn't sound like a great deal, but it is a little bit more forgiving than you think. But just keep an eye on your HUD all the time. As long as that little symbol is there, you are good. And if it isn't, you need to have a quick little look around, find your teammates and get back into contact with them. Popping into cover there, you can see how quickly that armor regen is. And I'm back in. Again, with the regen coming from the Caduceus, it's just helping nicely a little bit. He's not playing ball. Both had the same idea. And then moving up, again, my job, because I've got the striker shield, keep in front, keep that damage up, and then just slowly keep walking it back. If you start getting overrun, learn the mission layout, get your awareness up. And those buffs coming from the beacon absolutely will keep you up. There you go, guys. So that is how we were doing it. We were making sure that we were staying close together all of the time, maintaining the buffs that were coming from the beacon, because 6% armor regen on builds that have like 1.5 million for myself. The other guys had a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but that's a massive amount of armor regen. 90% is a massive amount of critical hit damage, and 45% skill efficiency is brilliant. Like, even when like you need to use your hives and things, when the hives are used, as long as you're close together, because of the skill efficiency, it brings down the cooldown and everything. It was just really enjoyable to play like that as well. Like, the beacon is a little bit of a forgotten about exotic, but it really was pulling its weight big time in the new incursion, especially with the escort phase of the dog and inside of all the boss arenas and things. It was doing some serious work, and it made it a lot easier than arguably it should have been for our first run through. If you've watched that video, like the first stages, we were doing absolutely fine. We got a little bit stuck on the boss inside of the dam with the turbines, but a majority of that mission was run with this build, and it absolutely worked. We had a good time with it. So yeah, it's just 4 pieces of striker, contractor's gloves with the beacon, use an assault rifle that you like. I was using the Chameleon in the video. I believe Horizon was using the Caduceus, and so was Rich, just for the increased armor regen and things. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that. Until next time, you take it easy.